Good morning, it's Kathy. It is Thursday, May 14th, 2020. I'm a CPA, a Chartered Professional Accountant in London, Ontario, Canada, and here's my update for today. So earlier this week, we heard an announcement from the federal government about income support for seniors. So the seniors up until now have not had any income supports directed specifically at them, and there's been a lot of upset about that. I think I know the government was initially focusing on people whose income had gone to zero rather abruptly and suddenly with no warning. And so they were looking at the seniors, specifically the ones who are getting OAS and CPP, the over 65s. Not everybody gets CPP, but everybody who's a legal resident gets the OAS. They were looking at those individuals and thinking, well, their income has not changed other than the value, if they have investments, the value of those has gone down, but their monthly support that they get from the government has not changed, and really their costs have not changed. So they were focusing on people whose income had changed dramatically rather suddenly. So, but over time, seniors were saying, actually, our costs have increased, and a good example of this is prescriptions. So in Ontario, for sure, once you hit 65, most of your prescriptions, almost all your prescriptions are free, covered by OHIP, other than the dispensing fee. So what seniors will do, and most pharmacies around here, it's $4.11 is the dispensing fee. Some of them are $2 at some of the bigger pharmacies per prescription. So what seniors would often do is get a 3-month supply of each medication and just pay the $4.11 dispensing fee once every 3 months. But because the pharmacies were ordered to manage their drug supply and help control the supply chain so there's not shortages, they were told that they can only do 1-month refills. So if you are a senior and you are on, say, 5 different medications, instead of paying 5 times $4.11 every 3 months, now you're paying that every 1 month. So for seniors who are on very limited income, this is definitely an increased cost. They're also talking about paying for grocery delivery and perhaps having to take a cab to go get groceries or whatever other supplies they need, as opposed to taking public transit if they're not feeling comfortable on public transit. So there are some increased costs for seniors. So the announcement that we got earlier this week, it's $300 per person who are eligible to and presently receiving the OAS, Old Age Security. And if you also get the GIS, which is the Guaranteed Income Supplement, so that's for seniors who get the OAS, but they're extremely low income, they don't have other sources or very much in the way of other sources of income. If you receive, it's a top up on top of the OAS. If you receive that, then you're going to get an extra $200. So it's either $300 or it's $500. It's a one-time payment. It's not income tested, other than if you you'll get $300 if you're a higher income senior, and you'll get $500 if you qualify for the GIS. And it's not taxable. So they're not withholding tax on it when they give it to you, and you're not going to pay tax on it on your tax return next year. So that was interesting, and that will be coming out soon. I'm not sure what the exact date of it. You do not need to apply for that as long as you're already receiving OAS and GIS. If you're already set up for direct deposit, it'll just direct deposit. If you generally receive a check, you will continue to get a check. And Canada Post has been severely delayed on letter mail, but we are finding in London anyway that it's starting to pick back up again. It's not back to normal for this time of year, but it's not as stretched down as it used to be. So there's that, and so that's good news. And unfortunately, there's complaining on either end of the spectrum. There are people saying, why is this not income tested at the high end? Why are wealthy seniors getting this? Well, it's about speed. It's about getting it out to people as quickly as possible. And so if you're a senior and you're getting it and you don't think that you need it and you're upset about this, I would say get it and donate it. Donate it. Pick your favorite charity, your local charity. I'm suggesting to everybody food banks, because they desperately need donations of cash right now. So there you can, if you don't like the fact that you're getting it, donate it, put it to good use. And on the other end, people are complaining that, seniors are so low income, OAS is not sufficient, and this is just a drop in the bucket, and young people are getting so much more. Well, all I can say to that is just remember that during this pandemic time is not when we are going to solve systemic issues. So is the OAS, I've said this before, is the OAS too low? Yes, definitely it's too low, but that's not going to be solved during the pandemic. So please don't get caught up in that argument that everybody who gets OAS, it should be increased, and this is not the time that that's going to get solved. So don't, please try to not fixate on that, because you're not going to do yourself any good. So that's about all I have to say about that, and that will be coming soon. So I hope you are taking care of yourself, staying healthy, staying positive. Spring is definitely here. We've got lots of the trees in front of me are blooming, and the daffodils are out, and tulips are out, and spring always comes, and better days are coming. Take care. Bye.